Welcome to another edition of How to Play Magic the Gathering, and I'll go ahead and remind everyone again that Magic the Gathering is copyright Wizards of the Coast, and what I'm going to play today is white deck that is flying and angels, and also Glimmerpoint Stag bounce with some combos for bouncing cards out of the field and then back into the field to do some effects that are on other cards that combo with Glimmerpoint Stag. So I've got a random deck here. It's about 70 cards, and I'm going to deal out and just play 8 hands to show what this deck can do and show how to play Magic. Here we go. And I'll try to show these to the camera. Got 3 planes, Porcelain Legionnaire, Amiria's Angel, which is a combo with Glimmerpoint Stag, Landfall, bring out a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying, Victory's Herald, which will take a while to get out, but we'll play 8 turns, see if we get it out. I'm trying to test this deck out, I just made it. Shout out to Drew, he gave me some cards. He gave me pretty much his whole set of cards. And I'm making them with his cards, mostly a Quarter Paladin, which has Battle Cry. That'll come out second turn. Okay, so we'll start. Lay a land. We can do that once a turn. That'll be the end of the turn because I don't have a 1-drop. Now to play fast, and I practiced this earlier, into life points on Porcelain Legionnaire and bring that out, which costs 3, but you can spend 2 life points instead of the Phyrexian mana, and that'll allow me to attack for more damage, play a little faster at the risk of losing 2 life points. And then I'm not going to do attacks though right now in this demonstration. Ooh, we just drew Angelic Destiny, which is really nice. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4 and it's flying first strike and is an angel. Now combo that with the Porcelain Legionnaire, and you're doing 7 damage a turn on turn 4, because it can attack as soon as I lay the Angelic Destiny on it. An enchantment doesn't have Summoning Sickness. That's one advantage to it, if you get it with a good card to put it on. So we laid a land, and this is a combo that I got out earlier. Quarter Paladin is going to allow me to have Battle Cry with my creature. With Porcelain Legionnaire, I'm going to be doing the Quarter Paladin damage, the Porcelain Legionnaire damage next turn, and the Angelic Destiny. So you know what, I got so much damage here, I'll probably count up to 20 to see how long it takes me to do 20 damage. I'll attack with the Porcelain Legionnaire, that's 3 this turn, and it looks like next turn I'll be doing 11 damage. So untap, untap, draw, Sarah's Angel. I'm not worried about that. We won't need that to win. Lay up planes, put Angelic Destiny on Porcelain Legionnaire. It doesn't really matter, I could have put it on a Quarter Paladin, but this has first, well, that already has first strike. Yeah, I'll put it on a Quarter Paladin, so they both have first strike now. And I'll attack with both. You have 7, which is a 7/5, a Quarter Paladin, and 3/1. But the Battle Cry from a Quarter Paladin gives it +1, so that's 4. So that's 11 damage, plus the 3 from the prior turn. That's 14 damage so far. And we'll have done 20 damage on the 5th turn. And, you know, flying, you can normally bank on that getting through to the other side unless they're playing a whole flying deck, because it can go over the creatures. And Angelic Destiny, you know, makes it a 7/5. That's a pretty hardy creature as far as they'd have to deal 5 damage to it to get rid of it. But they could destroy it. A lot of people have control, so they could have used some kind of control card to unsummon it or destroy it, or, you know, reduce its health points, reduce its toughness. and drew Glimmerpoint Stag. That's not useful for what we have out right now. So then I'll just announce the attack. Attack with a Quarter Paladin, Porcelain Legionnaire, and that's 11 more damage. I'll go ahead and keep going. Let's just see how much damage we can do. So that's 11 plus 14, that's 25. And probably out of these cards, the best one would be to put out Amiria's Angel, because on the next turn I can do the Glimmerpoint Stag on a land. Its ability is when it enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. I would do that to a land, and then the land would come back into the field, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, I get a 1/1 bird creature token, and that'll happen, and I'll get another attacker. So that's why the order is important here. I'm going to do Amiria's Angel this turn, and Glimmerpoint Stag next turn. That's just another one of the combos in this deck. So then we lay that down, untap for the next turn, just, cycle through a turn since I'm not playing against anybody. Bring it out. Oh, and this is really lucky. Got a Plains. So I'm going to get a bird token. I'll just use another card I've got here. A bird token, so you can see that. And then I've got 5 mana. Attack for 11, 12, 13, 14 with the Amiria's Angel. So that's 39 damage so far. And I'll bring out the Glimmerpoint Stag. And it's kind of useful to use on a land sometimes, because, not in this deck because I don't have any instants, but you do that on a land and it'll come back into play untapped. You do its ability on a land, it'll come back into play untapped. So instead of 1 land untapped, I have 2. Bring that out. And that gives me another bird token too. Let's see. And I'll just do 1 more turn. Pass turn, turn cycles around. I mean, you could be playing against 5 other people. This is a game that is set up so you can, it's not like some games where you could only play against 1 other person. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! You could only ever play against 1 other person. But in this game, the cards are independent enough where you can just play against a melee, or you can do teams. So you can pretty much set up the game at the start of the game any way you want. And we drew and we got Sunblast Angel. I can't even cast it yet, so I'll read off the card though. It does combo with Glimmerpoint Stag. When Sunblast Angel enters the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. So let's say my opponent attacked me with 5 creatures, and we had a big battle, and I blocked some, and I let some get through, and they damaged me. Well, during my turn, I can bring this out and destroy all their tapped creatures. You want to time it right so they just attacked you, and none of your creatures are tapped. And then you can do it again with the Glimmerpoint Stag if you have one in your hand and not already on the field like I have. But anyway, that's this deck. It's kind of slow, but I'm working on it, and it's got some good combos like the Angelic Destiny on a small creature from the beginning, or some Glimmerpoint Stag combos. Okay, thanks for watching.